Thank you very much for joining us once again today. This is our 14th lecture on strategic financial management. This is 10th lectures on the working capital. And we are discussing working capital management techniques. Under the working capital management technique, there is one item with the name of inventory management, and under the inventory management we are discussing what is a stock out and what is the related cost of a stock out. Stock out, the word itself depicts that the company is out of the stock, and the company is out of the stock, and stock can be in the form of finished goods, it can be in the form of raw material, it can be in the form of work in process as well. So if the company is out of the stock of finished goods, then the company will definitely not be able to make sales to the customer, and company will be losing contribution. If the company is out of the stock of raw material, then the company will not be able to manufacture the goods. So anyway, it can be stock out in the form of finished goods, or it can be stock out in the form of raw material as well. So if there is no stock, ultimately there will not be any production. If raw material is out of the stock and finished goods are out of the stock, then there will not be any sales. Eventually, even raw material is out of the stock or finished goods are out of the stock, eventually company will be losing sales. When the company will be losing sales, company will be wasting the resources as well. So what are the different causes of stock out? Might be that the unexpected increase in demand. This can be the reason of the company running out of the stock. There is adequate forecasting as reporting as well. True picture was not shown to the management. When the true picture was not shown to the management, then they have not ordered further raw material, they have not planned it accordingly. Ultimately the company was out of the stock. This can be the reason as well for the company being out of the stock. There may be poor management as well, poor management of people, poor management of processes, poor management of technology as well. So this can lead to the company out of the stock. Failure to reorder on timely basis, it can be another factor that the company can be out of the stock. Not enough working capital. If the working capital is not sufficient, company will not be able to make process payment to the supplier on timely basis. When the company will not be able to make payment to the supplier on timely basis, might be the supplier will stop the supply. This can lead that the company is out of the stock as well. Poor communication and relationship with the supplier, this is another factor that the company can be out of the stock. So what are the related cost of stock out? We are assuming company is out of the stock. If the company is out of the stock, what is the related cost to the company for being out of the stock? So it depends. They said it can be finished goods are out of the stock. If the finished goods are out of the stock, then the loss to the company, cost to the company will be losing the contribution. This contribution can be from one-off customer or it can be from a regular customer. If it can be from one-off customer, then definitely we will straightforward consider the contribution that the company has lost without considering the present value of the future cash flows. But in case the regular customers who are buying on monthly basis or daily basis or weekly basis, and we are not supplying goods to the customer on timely basis, might be the customer will switch somewhere else. Once the customer are switching somewhere else, then we will be required to consider the present value of the loss of contribution, means we will be required to discount the future related cash flows. If the raw material is out of the stock or work in process inventories are out of the stock, then they said in this situation there will be stoppage in the production. When the production will be stopped, then it will result in inefficiencies that occur and the company labor will not be utilized properly. So wastage of resources will be there as well. So we can say stock out cost, it can be internal cost to the company or it can be external cost to the company. In case of internal cost to the company, acquisition of inventory on short notice. If the company is out of the stock, then the company will place an order to the supplier. Supplier will supply the delivery on urgent or immediate basis. So once they will supply the delivery urgent or immediate basis, might be they will charge the higher prices. And in case the company is arranging the stock on very quickly and urgency, they will have to override the process. It will be subject to further cost as well. So changes in the production schedule as well. Might be the company is producing the goods in the batches and proper setup is being made, so the company will have to change the production schedule. The company will have to wait for the further raw material to produce the goods, so it will result cost to the company as well. Wastage of labor time, we have already discussed. If the company is out of the raw material or the company is out of the work in process inventory, then labor resources will not be used properly. There will be wastage of labor resources. In case of external costs, we have already discussed, there can be loss of revenue, unhappy, lost customer can be there as well. The most important thing, there will be damage to the reputation of the company. So these are the major internal as well as external cost of the company being out of the stock. These stock out costs are very difficult to estimate. Once these are very difficult to estimate, then we need to estimate what should be the stock out cost, how this stock out can be avoided. And they have given us a solution. They said stock out can be avoided by maintaining the safety stock. What should be the level of the safety stock? We will apply the probability distribution for further demand and lead time. It will be possible to calculate the expected value for various safety stock levels. Let's consider this example, that the total usage for an item for the stock over a 2-week lead time is expected to be that usage 0.07% probability usage will be 60, 0.08% probability usage will be 120, 0.20 probability usage will be 180, this and 0.08% probability usage will be 360, and 0.07 probability is that the usage will be 420. It has been given that the average usage during the 2-week lead time is 240. So average usage is 240 during the lead time. If the firm carries no safety stock, the reorder point will be 240. We know the reorder level. Reorder level is average usage into average lead time plus safety stock. This is my reorder level. Average usage during the lead time. There will be no stock out if actual usage is 240 as less. We know this, that the average usage during the lead time is 240. So reorder level is 240, and if the usage is less than 240, means the company will not be out of the stock. Average usage is 240, and there are chances that the demand can be 300, 360 or 420. If the company is not maintaining any stock and the average usage is more than 240, then company here will be out of the stock. If the company is not maintaining any safety stock and average usage is 240 or less than 240, then company here will not be out of the stock. So we'll see if the company is maintaining safety stock or company is maintaining safety stock at a different level. So we'll see what would be the related cost. Then we will compare the cost. Where the cost will be at the lowest level, that will be the best point where the company needs to maintain the safety stock. Let's continue with the same example. We know this average usage is 240. I'm assuming we are maintaining a safety stock at 180, then we are maintaining 120, then we are maintaining 60, then we here are not maintaining any safety stock because my average usage is 240 and reorder point is 240. There are no chances that the company is out of the stock. Now reorder point is 420 and the company actual usage we are assuming 420. If the actual usage is 420, reorder point is 420, stockout will be 0. When the stockout will be 0, then expected stockout cost will be 0. Since the company is maintaining 180 units as a safety stock, and the cost of holding per safety stock unit is 1. So total cost of holding safety stock would be 180. My total expected cost, which is equal to my expected stockout cost plus holding cost, is equal to 180. As a next stage, we are maintaining safety stock of 120, then reorder point will be 360. There are chances that demand is 420. This is the maximum we have already discussed. 0.0% chances are there that my demand will be 420. 0.08% chances are there my demand will be 360. If now the 0.07% chance, now the 0.07% chances demand will be 420. 0.08% chances demand will be 360. If the demand is 420 and reorder point is 360, there will be a shortage stock out of 60. And if the actual usage or demand is 360 and reorder point is 360 as well, so there are no stock out. So at this stage, my expected stock out cost is 60 into 0.07 into 5, this is 21. At this stage, there are no stock out cost. We are maintaining inventory of 120. So my holding cost will be 120 into 120, and my total cost would be 21 plus 120 is equal to 141. In the same way, for maintaining a safety stock of 60, my holding cost will be 60. 60 into 160, 60 will be my holding cost. Then there are chances of stock out because the 0.07% chances my demand will be 420. If the demand is 420, reorder level is 360. So company will be out of the stock by 120 units. Here company will be out of the stock by 60 units. Here the company will not be out of the stock. In this way, if we are multiplying the stock out cost with the respective probability and with the respective stock out cost per unit, my total cost, expected stock out cost will be 66. 66 is my expected stock out cost plus 60 is my holding cost. My total cost would be 126. If we're not maintaining any inventory as a safety stock, my safety stock is 0. The company will be out of the stock by 180, 120, 60 and 0. In this case, my stock out cost will be in total 171. My holding cost is 0 because we are not maintaining any inventory in the safety stock. So my total cost would be 171. Out of all these options, here the cost is 180, 141, 126 and 120. This is the best option if the company is maintaining safety stock of 60. At this stage, the cost is at the lowest level. So this is the best point. This is recommended to the company. The company needs to maintain a safety stock of 60. And at this stage, the company will have the lowest cost. How stock out can be avoided? First thing that we have discussed, we need to maintain the safety stock. Second thing is we need to understand the inventory properly. We need to have a thorough understanding of the inventory. Then we need to implement the automated system. System needs to give us indication what is the level of the stock instead of manually counting the stock. And it will lead to correct and timely reporting of the inventory as well. We need to determine the reorder point very precisely. We need to have a sufficient working capital so that supplier should not stop the supply. We need to have a better planning to come out of the safety stock. We need to have proper communication with the supplier, proper communication with the people, proper communication with the team as well. If we are implementing all these steps, then definitely come there minimal chances that the company will be out of the stock. If the company will not be out of the stock, definitely company will not be losing any contribution. Company will not be destroying its reputation. Customer will be happy, and the company would keep serving to the customers in the proper way. Thank you very much for joining us. In our next lecture, we will be starting the debtor management. How can we manage the debtor? Then we'll discuss factoring, invoice discounting. There are a lot of other options as well. So next lecture, we will be focusing on the debtor management. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for watching the video. Click on the bell and subscribe to the YouTube channel.